Okay, we're back on the show, and time now for our Neblett, Beard, and Arsenault Legal Difference segment. Attorney Wes Gralapp back with us. We're going to focus on passenger injuries in an accident. So, Wes, good to have you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me, Mark. You know, hopefully we've got past this rain and everybody will be getting back to the new normal soon enough. I know we still have a lot of our viewers without power and other means of communication, so we're still climbing out. But I think it's helpful that we start talking about people's rights when they're injured in an accident again. And so today we're talking about injuries to passengers who have been in an automobile accident. And that's always a precarious position because usually the person that is driving, you're either related to or you know personally as a friend. You know, but you can seek compensation for injuries that you have while you're a passenger.
Yeah. Who pays for passenger injuries, Wes?
You know, it depends on who's at fault. But it's going to be someone's insurance company. If your driver is at fault, then his insurance company is liable to you for the injuries you sustained.
What kind of compensation can a passenger in a vehicle receive?
They can receive compensation for their medical bills, their lost wages, their pain and suffering, the anxiety that comes with all of this, and any future lost wages or future medical bills that they may incur.
Yeah. How is fault in an accident determined for a passenger?
Well, a passenger is typically free to fault unless they do something like tell the driver that it's safe to cross an intersection, or if they reach out and grab the wheel or something like that, which people have done before. But pretty much, you know, the at-fault party is going to be the driver of one of the vehicles involved and not passengers.
Yeah. What is comparative fault?
Comparative fault is when both drivers contribute to an accident. Somebody may have been speeding and went through an intersection with a green light, but because they were speeding, the person who was passing didn't have enough time to get through. And so while the passing person should not have gone through the intersection, the one who is speeding could be at fault as well because they contributed to the cause.
Okay. When is a third party responsible?
A third party is typically responsible when they cause the accident. Someone runs into the back of you and you're a passenger in a vehicle. Well, that person who runs into the back of you is at fault. That's what we call a third party. And of course, all of these claims are covered by automobile insurance.
Hey, Wes, if I'm a passenger in my own car and I'm in an accident, how does that work?
Well, and that's often the case as well. But your insurance company is responsible for your damages if your driver is at fault for the accident. So you can make a claim against your own insurance company if your driver is at fault, even though you own the vehicle that you're a passenger in.
And then can you file a suit against the driver of the car that you're riding in?
Yes, under Louisiana law, you're required to sue the insured, not just the insurance company. So you would file a lawsuit against your driver unless it was a family member. Louisiana has an exception where if it's your parent or your spouse or your child, then you don't have to name them in the lawsuit, but you can name your insurance company directly.
All right. Passenger injuries, you know, this is something not talked about much, and people may have questions. What's the best way to get in touch with you to ask you about that?
Call us at Neblett, Beard, and Arsenault, 561-2500.
Hey, Wes, next week, you know, listen to Rachel's forecast, gumbo-like weather. I remember well the gumbo you cooked for us last year.
I'm anxious to do that again, and as soon as it's safe to come back in the kitchen there at the set, I'll be there with my apron and pot.
Don't worry, I'll be the first to let you know when it's safe to come back to our kitchen. Don't worry about that.
Looking forward to it, Mark.
All right, thanks, Wes. Appreciate it.
Take care.
We've got more to come. Catherine Piers will join us in just a few minutes.